You are all aware that our organization also work with the INEC in areas of carrying out their 3 activities in line with the electoral cycle, which is pre-election, elections, and the post-elections activity of the INEC. We are working with them since 2019. Number 4 is the Interministerial Conference and National Sensitization Program, aiming at bridging the gap between the young people and the federal government in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs. You can all agree with us that most of the ministries, they are far from the grassroots level. So CIWAMEC is embarking on National Sensitization Program, where they will be enlightened on what is going on in every ministries. So our partners here will also expect you to key into this project. So the voting strength and percentage is very high. So why should we not call ourselves the godfathers? So from today, let the youth start addressing themselves as political godfathers. According to the report on the completed CVR as at 1st August 2022, 70 years above registration, 127,551. 50 years to 69 is 956,017. 35 years to 49 age is 2,430,709 voters registration, while the ages of 18 to 34, which comprises of the youth, is 8,784,677 registration votes that has been recorded only online. So we want to commend the INEC for that idea of online registration. The above statistics and updates has revealed that young people shall be determinant factors that should not be ignored. They make up the bulk that completed the voters registration in the recent CVR exercise. I say the young people must be given attention, responsibility, and sense of belonging ahead of 2023 general election. If you fail to give the young people sense of belonging and responsibility, when the young people become irresponsible, please, the leaders should be ready to face the consequences from the irresponsibility of the young people.
The role of NOA in creating voters' awareness. This is our mandate to create awareness, sensitize, mobilize, and provide feedback to the government. It's important that you know that everything that is done here, a report will be made, and it will eventually get back to the government that this thing happened and this is what was said. The agency does this through her robust spread and its structure. The role of the agency is to create voter awareness in order to stimulate political participation for all citizens, including the youth, as their non-participation can lead to political ills, which have already been recounted, but we just mentioned a few here, like corruption, dishonesty, political and voter apathy. This is on the assumption before now that it does not concern them or feeling of alienation. You know, in the past, like I said before, the total voters record could not have recorded the amount that is done now, because then the youth were like, it's their thing. But right now, he just said it, that the youth are the godfather, meaning the youth is telling us and should continue to tell us and continue to work towards it and make sure they actualize it, that it is theirs now, that their own time to be in line, to play a role is now. And by that, they have to be actively participating in the political process so that we get a new direction, a better results. What the youth need to know: if you have attained the age of 18 years or more, then you are required to register. I believe most of you have obtained your permanent voter card, which empowers you to vote for a credible leader of your choice. You must choose a credible candidate. Like he has mentioned before, credibility now is that good vision you have. Does that person have it? Does he represent it or stand for it? If you have to look critically at such persons and then decide to make them your choice, or make him, them your choice, then also you identify any political party of your choice and vote for such a one. They will bridge the gaps in governance. The youth will do that, I believe. Because some groups believe, we are alienated, we are not bothered about, it's their thing. But if the youth get in, the youth is not the old one, the youth is not the youngest. There are still young ones before the youth. Those below 18, they are looking towards those that are 18 and above. So they will bridge these gaps in governance, communication and information between citizens and government. That and much more the youth will bring to bear. So we will not be there for drugs. The youth will not be there for other negative security practices like the kidnapping. No. Molestation. No. All that the youth will not be there for. What the youth is going to be for is all that has been said here. All the youth should please endeavor, make it a duty. Of course, you are clamoring for it. So what the time has come that you put your energy together, all your ideas, your creativity.
For me, I got a new toga for the Nigerian youth today, that they are the godfathers to politicians. And that is one message that we must take to the cities, to the hinterland, and everywhere. When it comes to election, when you talk about youth, we talk about digital youth. And I want to say that digital engagement is not enough. Youth must be dutifully be involved in elections, not just campaigns, not just being used as hoodlums and then ballot box snatchers, thuggery. Youths must be seen to be involved legitimately, contesting for elective offices and all. So the Nigerian youth is not only good for societal menace during election. We must say that when we engage and then we try to make friends, we don't truly look at religion. First, we are Nigerians before we are Muslims or Christians. So we must begin to understand the antics of these desperate politicians and then put them to shame. And how do we do that? In unison, begin to come together, understand we are free to campaign for our candidates, but what do you look out for? Knock off religion, knock off ethnicity, and then begin to look at capacity. What has the man got to offer? So those are just the issues that I want to encourage us to now begin to look at. We know the Nigerian youth must not be cowed into accepting divisive antics of politicians, and we must say no to vote buying, which is the major anchor of this organization, as in discouraging money politics. We can stand, put our best foot forward, and actually say no to money politics.